Today we're excited to bring you one of Australia's most modified Suzuki Jimnys that is now Harrop Supercharged. Shaun, it's awesome to get you to Victoria, and your Toyzuki is probably one of the most famous Jimnys in all of the country.
Yep, yeah, no, it's beauty. Been well designed and built out. Maxtrax and all the other companies have done an awesome job to deck it out the way it is.
Some amazing partners, great Australian companies that have been involved, and the history on it, it's actually a rig that you won.
Yeah, so I won it through a Maxtrax competition, basically put my name in a competition and won it, so even better.
So a little bit of background about yourself. You're a four-wheel driver. I think you've got a GU that you like to get out and off-road.
Yeah, so I've got a GU Patrol. We've always gone away camping and four-wheel driving, and now we've got a complete different four-wheel drive to take with us too.
Pretty awesome addition to the garage, and probably capabilities against the GU will be good to evaluate over time.
Yeah, it's a complete different car to drive. A lot of fun four-wheel driving.
Well, let's run through some of the mods because it's had a ton of work done to it. It obviously looks like a Mini 79 series. It's got the chop with the canopy, but just talk us through the main upgrades.
So we'll start from the start. So basically it come as a standard Jimny, went up to AEP, and AEP did a full ute job on it, and then basically tried to turn it into a 79 series Land Cruiser with the 79 bonnet scoop on it, 79 rear window and all in it. They've done an awesome job with that. AFM's done all the side steps, bull bar, concept canopies. Did a wicked job with the canopy. It's not easy to make a canopy on that size.
Well, it'd be a one-off as well, right?
Yeah, one-off. And
let's open it up. It's got some good gear inside.
So they've managed to squeeze in a lot of work, a lot into it. So MSA, full drop-down fridge slide. You got all your Red Arc gear in the back. Get a swag in there fine. It's got your survival first aid kits that were partnered in with it all too. So
Red Arc's good gear for the power control.
Yeah, you can't beat Red Arc.
Up top, Rhino Rack's obviously done platforms, awning.
Yeah, you got the pull-out batwing awning, wicked for these sunny days like today. Terralume gone to town with lighting, as you can see. All the spotties on the roof, spotties across the front, rear lighting, all your canopy lighting.
And ROH wheels, some mud terrain tyres, suspension's obviously upgraded.
Yep, so yeah, it's got the ROH wheels, the Black Bear tyres. The suspension's got a Tough Dog 1800 GVM upgrade on it, and then it's got miniature Land Cruiser J-Max suspension through it. So J-Max made custom one-off shocks for it, all remote res, handles beautiful.
Yeah, it looks fantastic, and the GVM upgrade, it's necessary because this thing's got some extra weight on it.
Definitely does have some extra weight with the canopy and everything in the back.
I think our little white truck, because it's got no mods except some tyres, is right around that sort of 1100, 1200 mark. Must be about 1200. We've had this across the scales.
Yeah, so this thing sort of sits around that 1550 sort of mark.
And for context, the GVM on these without the upgrade is right around that 1500 mark.
Yeah.
So you're sort of overweight unless you do a GVM upgrade. So Tough Dog suspension works fantastic. So when you first took possession of the Jimny, what was the drivability like?
Yeah, drivability off-road, brilliant. Just freeway stuff, just lacked that little bit of power. It was always an option to go down that forced induction.
We've had a ton of interest about the Supercharger kit. Your car's a manual, ours is an auto, but you mentioned on the highway, fifth gear was not really an option.
Yeah, fifth gear, you're sort of always running in that fourth just because they don't have that power and torque. The thing's a little bit of a brick with the lights up the top and all sorts like that. It's probably not the most free-flowing aerodynamic car.
And realistically, your Jimny's probably one of the heaviest in the country. Like, it's got the GVM upgrade, so it's compliant. It's been fully engineered in South Australia, which is exactly what you need.
Yep.
But even our vehicle, the three-door, with no mods, it's so anemic. And everyone else that you talk to that's got a Jimny, that's like, it just needs more power.
Yeah, everyone that you talk to basically says like the Jimnys are a brilliant car. They just needed to bring out that different motor in them. and that'd be an awesome car.
So Torque do a beautiful snorkel that
Yep.
came with the vehicle,
Yep.
and they normally have their fabricated airbox. Team's got the Supercharger kit installed and naturally wanted to retain the snorkel, and the dirty air tube here integrates with our carbon airbox.
Yep.
The little TVS900 sits beautifully on the side of the engine there, the 1.5 litre 4-cylinder. I think the packaging looks pretty fantastic.
Yeah, tucks away nicely in there. Beautiful design.
So we've done a tech video on the channel, you can check that one out. But this is the first modified Jimny that we've done to this level. You've spent a little bit of time in the car driving it now. What's the immediate impressions before and after?
Definitely more power and torque around that 2500 to 3.5. You don't have to rev it out as much now. Previous to that, you sort of had to rev it right out, whereas now it's got that torque down low.
Well, it's that
different car to drive.
It's that instant boost, like it's linear.
Yep.
It's not, there's no lag. With a car like this, whether you're off-road and doing some technical driving or you're on the freeway and you're just trying to merge with traffic, you just want it to be there.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, coming over, sitting on the 100, 110, you were sort of holding fourth gear just to be able to keep it at that speed, whereas I've noticed coming out here so far, I've held it in fifth. It's been a lot better.
I think we're going to get a ton of interest now that we're releasing it formally, and we put many years into the design, development, and the calibration. But we're super proud. The team have done an excellent job on all of the design and the manufacturing side of it. But it's excellent to get this vehicle because it's quite iconic. You've got its own Instagram page, so check that out. So one of the other steps after the install, we took it down to get the emissions tested for you in South Australia. So the engineer that you're using in South Australia has certified the whole vehicle, and now that the engine's upgraded with the Supercharger, that passed with flying colours. So your engineer can update the compliance, and we've also done our white car as well. So that's got the VAS mod plate, and other states will be able to do the same process. So the performance gains is obviously what everyone gets excited about, and on our Dyna Pack, your vehicle made 55 kilowatts at the rear hubs. And with the Supercharger installed, that jumped up to 95 kilowatts. A really solid jump, and similar jump in torque as well. And that's really what you can feel on the road.
Yeah, definitely feel that. You look at that and it's almost double really.
It's a perfect upgrade for a Jimny, particularly one with a big upgrade in weight.
Definitely the perfect upgrade for it. It's what it needed. If only Suzuki would bring them out with them factory. There's been a lot of Australian companies showing their talents in this, which is what I like about it.
Oh, it's an absolute showcase of engineering and design capability, which is awesome. Well, Shaun, we've loved the opportunity of having Toyzuki over to Harrop, getting the Supercharger on, seeing your enjoyment with extra power and torque's made a massive difference.
Yeah.
You've got the drive back to Adelaide to enjoy now,
Yep.
and use fifth gear on the way.
Yeah, definitely will be.
So you can learn more about our Harrop Supercharger kit for the Jimny on our website, harrop.com.au. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.